Thanks for joining us today. We actually have something different, a little different. We have a security tip of the day as we enter into this oh so fun tax season of 2025. And we have a special guest with us today. Erica, I'll let you introduce her and explain why
Thank
she's here.
you. So I'd love to introduce everyone to Michelle Stewart. She is a CPA in Nashville, Tennessee. We were having lunch last week, and the topic conversation started around, oh, how often, do you file someone's tax return and you go to push the button and it says, oh my God, already filed. And she jumped right into this tip that I had never heard about. I was really excited. So we're bringing her on today. So hopefully you'll get as much from her idea as I did.
Yeah. So again, thank you, Michelle, for joining us. And this tip that we've learned about and want to share with everyone we know is this IP PIN identifier that the IRS provides you. Tell us what that is.
Okay, the IP PIN, it stands for Identity Protection Personal Identification Number, is a six-digit number that the IRS issues to people who are in the program. That number has to be used along with your Social Security number to file a tax return. The number is good only for 1 year. The number you use this year in 25 won't be good next year in 26. They issue these numbers every year.
Which is good because if someone does get your social security number and your PIN this year, and they're like going to try to be sneaky and file next year, they won't be able to because that number renews. That's really great, an extra
That's
level of security. Um,
right, that's correct.
when do you or how do you, when and how do you apply for this
Okay.
PIN?
You can apply for the PIN now and get one for that's good for the rest of this year.
Mhm.
Um, Normally, I would apply for it, kind of before now, but let's not go
Better
back
late
in
than
history.
never.
Let's start now and go
That's right.
forward.
That's right.
Um, you can opt into the IP PIN program by logging into your individual account at irs.gov. If you don't have one already, you can create one. The steps are kind of complex to do so, and I'll give them a link to give to you where you can take to the IRS facts on the IP PIN.
Okay, great.
But you log into your individual account, you go to the profile or your individual profile and scroll down to the IP PIN section, and you can opt in. Once you opt in, you get the IP PIN number right then online. Um, they will not mail it to you if you've opted in. You'll have to go in each year in January of each year, pull down the number for that year. It's just as easy as logging in, go to the profile, scroll down to the IP PIN section, and there it is.
So a few
So
steps
if
to get you registered, but once you're there each year, you just have to log in to get that new number.
That's correct. Once you're
Okay.
registered. Now, if you're in the program as an opt-in, you can opt out. If IRS has put you in the program because of identity theft in the past, you cannot opt out.
Okay.
so it's our understanding if you've had identity theft, you're automatically in, the IRS enrolls you and you'll be in for the rest of your life,
That's correct.
which is a great protection.
Absolutely.
Right. I
It
think
is
so.
a good protection. It keeps someone from fraudulently filing a tax return using your ID.
Question, Michelle.
Yes.
If I'm married, do we both have to file, since we file a joint return, do we both have to file to get our own PIN, or is one person having a PIN enough?
Okay. You can file a tax return with only one PIN, but I suggest that both of you have your own PIN because the PIN only protects that person and that social security number. A fraudulent return could be filed with the other person's ID number still. Um, so I suggest that
Mm,
every adult on that return get
everyone.
their IP PIN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dependents that can meet the identity verification process, which would mean your older ones, can also have their own IP PIN.
Is
Okay.
there anything else about the PIN that they've improved for tax return mistakes for this year?
Uh, Actually, yes, there is. There's a new thing. It's just this year is new. So those of you who have, especially if you have children, and you are not filing a joint return with the child's other parent, this is really good. If someone files a tax return and uses your child as a dependent before you do, your return gets rejected and you have to file a paper return, but not if you have an IP PIN. If you, as the primary taxpayer on the return, have an IP PIN, your return will not reject because the child has been filed on another return.
Yeah, even more of a motivator. The last thing in the world I ever want to do is have to file a paper tax return ever again.
It delays your return if you have one a lot. I can
Yeah.
attest to that.
Yeah.
Right.
So follow the link, get your IP PIN today. You
Yes.
will not regret it.
And let us know that you got that done, and then we'll be so proud of you. So, Michelle,
Yeah.
thank you so much. We would love to have you back. I know you're entering into this crazy busy season now through April 15th. Good luck.
Crazy busy? Yes.
Yeah. And we'll
Thank
see you on
you,
the other side,
Michelle.
Michelle.
And
We
till
will.
then, happy health.
Happy wealth. Bye-bye.